Hey, Sammy fam. I'm sure you guys have noticed that I haven't been publishing much recently, ever since I got injured. If you missed it, fell down, got tripped up by a big plastic loop on the sidewalk, ironically outside a medical supply store. Broke a couple ribs, probably fractured my sternum. So it hurts to do anything right now. I can't really film mukbangs for Nom Nom Sammy Boy. I can't even physically get into the set without hurting myself. And I definitely can't exercise enough to burn enough calories because I can't even breathe deeply without pain. So I'm sorry about that, but I am still able to film videos for my new channel because I get to stand up during them, and they aren't as calorically intensive, and I'm sharing a lot of delicious food and ideas and food reviews that I think you guys would like. I'm gonna break you off the video right now. Give it a watch. If you like it, head over, give it a like, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to build something new with what I'm physically capable of doing now in my disabled state. Hey Nom Noms, I somehow still have Christmas ingredients left over, well, one Christmas ingredient. So I came up with a meal that will use that last ingredient and make this taste amazing. Kind of based on something I used to make, 7-8 years ago, 9 years ago when I was single and lived alone. And, train. So I'm heading to the grocery store to get some ingredients. Other train. The store is about a mile from my house, but I'm looping around, making a very circuitous route to make it into 10 miles, so I can get some exercise today. And then we'll cook up this delicious, pretty easy. I think we'll just use one pot, cutting board, knife, oven. Take about 30 minutes. Easy recipe. So I hope you guys enjoy. See you in a second. Hey Nom Noms, today we are making a classic dish from my youth. I used to make this all the time. Stuffed sandwiches, like cut out the core, stuff it down in and bake it. Baked stuffed sandwiches. I don't know what to really call it. Like a gigantic hot pocket, but better. Back then, it's kind of on a budget, kind of poor. I would just do spinach and like American cheese, some garlic, seasoning, spice it up a little bit. But today, I got leftover Christmas ingredients. Got this pancetta right here, garlic and shallot. We have some mozzarella, tomatoes, basil, arugula. I think it's gonna bake together real nice. But first off, we have to cut up our garlic and shallots. Ooh, my eyes are already burning. Some garlic cloves. I love garlic, so I'm gonna use a lot. Oh, this hurts my chest. Little tiny things you don't think about as using your chest, and then you really realize that every movement includes your chest when you break your ribs. The most annoying part about using garlic, but it's worth it because garlic is so delicious. Now you could dice the garlic up, but who got time for that? We're just gonna smash it in here. Chop up this pancetta. Just gonna chop it into little bits so it can increase the surface area and then increase the browning in the pan. That's more good flavor. Oh, and I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. There we go, diced up pancetta. I am stupid and I forgot about the tomatoes, so I'm gonna need a new cutting board and I need to wash this knife. We'll just have these tomatoes. Just like a handful of them. Well, that's a big daddy, that can get quartered. They'll break up when they cook a little bit too. That's more than enough for one little sandwich. Now we can take this mixture and we're gonna put it on the stove to saute. A tablespoon of olive oil, medium heat. We just want to get a little bit of golden brown on the meat and soften up all the veg and aromatics in there. And we'll be ready to stuff in. When that gets done cooking up, we're gonna pour it onto this arugula and it'll wilt it up. We'll tear up some basil and add that as well. I love the combination of the savory basil with the peppery arugula and the salty, meaty pancetta and the garlic and onion. This will go really well together. Go ahead and add in our shredded mozzarella. This is shredded off the block. I had it left over from another dish. Don't use that pre-shredded stuff. That is caked in anti-caking agents. Now we can prep our bread. You have to be very careful on this part. So the idea is, you see the bread here, we're gonna core it out, but we have to be very careful that we don't pierce the sides. I find it really helps if you have a sundae spoon. You can really get in there and dig. Pretend you're an archaeologist trying to just carefully brush away the dirt on the bones without damaging anything. Okay, that seems pretty good. I think we're right down there to the end. Look at that. Perfect. Now we have bread. I love bread. Okay, she is looking and smelling good. Let's turn off the heat. And we'll mix her with our greens and cheese. I want to get some of that oil out of there too. This flavor. Mix her on up. See the greens just wilt away. It's like they're disappearing. Let's take a little taste. That's so good. I'm gonna add one more little touch to it. Just a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Give that a taste. Oh yeah, that'll liven this up real nice. Now we have to carefully stuff it inside our brave girl here. Actually, these hands would be faster, wouldn't it? Now we just wrap her up so that the bread won't burn. Seal the ends. Got her on a drip tray here so we won't start any fires or mess in the oven, and bake it 350 for about 30 minutes. See you soon, baby. She's gonna be super hot, so we gotta open her up and let her rest for a minute. But I like the sound of that crunch. And I love the smell. I'm gonna let this sit 5 minutes so I don't destroy my mouth. And then I'll be right back and chow down. Okay, she's cooled down enough. I think she'll be edible. Ooh, I should have removed it from this first. Look in there. Look how cheesy that is and steamy. I love the way, you know, all your wet ingredients kind of bake into the interior of the bread and it soaks up the flavor, so you get moist, mushy interior and crispy outside. That's delicious. And 10 minutes seems to be the perfect amount of time to wait for it to cool down, because it's still hot inside, but not like burning hot. That last minute addition of the balsamic vinegar, I think, really pulled the whole thing together. It balances the fattiness of the cheese and the saltiness of the fatty pancetta as well. Just delicious with the garlic and the onioniness coming through. Pepperiness of the arugula. A little bit of that basil. And the slight acidity from the few tomatoes we put in there. I actually meant to put artichoke hearts in here too, but I completely forgot. I don't think it needs it now. These are amazing flavors together. But I think I might do a version in the future with maybe chicken, artichoke heart, mozzarella, spinach. I have to keep thinking on that. But right now I'm overjoyed with this. And it's so perfect for a cold January day. And it's miles above having a Hot Pocket or whatever. I used to make sandwiches like this because they were cheap and easy, and they hit that real comforting kind of spot in your heart. But now I make it because it's delicious. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any ideas for stuffed sandwiches, leave them in the comments because I really want to know what you're thinking about. I want to explore this medium more. This is an art form I feel like, kind of like pizza, deserves some variation. I gotta go see if my wife wants a bite. Love you guys. Bye.